Episode 16. The next morning, you were out in the woods on your horse doing a solo mission. You kept hearing strange noises in the trees and bushes. You were still alert, but you also thought it was just animals, so you kept on with your journey. While you were out there, you kept thinking about last night. Did you imagine the figure? Maybe you were just tired that day. You wondered and had so many questions. I wonder if I was seeing things, you said deep in thought. Fast forward to the purpose of your mission. You were battling the Orc King who had been terrorizing the forest for centuries. He was so much bigger than you, but it wasn't an obstacle for the great Angelica the Executioner. The Orc King tried to smash you, that's what she said, with his spiked club. You were agile and avoided it. You came through like a Beyblade, like you always do, and executed your foes with one swipe of your sword. Damn it, I got a bunch of orc blood on me, you said, shaking off the blood from your armor. You mounted your horse and went back to Phoenix. When you were about halfway there, you looked around the forest. You were looking forward as to not get distracted. As you were riding, you saw something run across the road. Whoa! 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 You exclaimed, pulling back your horse. It startled you, but when you looked back there was nothing there. You were so confused. What? I just saw it! You said, almost losing your sanity. You got your head together and continued on with your journey. You went back to the Knight Academy. You put your horse back in her stable and gave her an apple. Good girl. Sorry for scaring you back there. You apologized to her. The horse neighed at you. Get some rest, honey. You said, leaving the stables. You went inside the academy to go meet up with Kirishima. You knocked on his office door. Come in. You opened up the door. Oh, hey babe, how was the solo? Kiri acts excited to see you. It was fine. The forest is finally at peace now, you said with a grin. I'm glad. I expect nothing less from you, honey. Kiri said, proud of you. Thanks, sweetheart. By the way, do you mind if I hang out in your office for a bit? You asked. Kiri's eyes widened and his face was red as hell when you asked that. No, not for that. I just miss you and I want to be with you right now, you said, hugging him. Aw, well, sure, rest up. And I miss you too, Kiri said, kissing your cheek. You rested on the couch in his office, thinking about the figure you saw in the forest and last night. You were so deep in thought that even Eijirou noticed. Baby, you okay? Kiri asked you. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You lied. You look like something's on your mind. Kiri pressed you. You know me way too well, you said, caught. Well, do you remember when I told you I saw a person looking through a window last night? You reminded him. Yeah, I remember. Why? Kiri said. Well, I think I might have saw him on the way back here in the forest. You said to him. What? Again? Yeah, I did. And I feel like I'm going crazy because every time I look back, it's always gone. You explained. Well, when we get done working, let's go spend the night at my lake house so we're not followed, Kiri suggested. Okay, that sounds good, and honestly, I don't want to go home. I want to clear my mind. You agreed? Perfect, we'll go at the end of work. Kiri set up a time. You wanted some coffee from the break room. Good stuff, you said, drinking some coffee. Bakugo came into the room. Oh, hey, Angel. Bakugo greeted you. Hi, what brings you in here? You asked. Wanted a snack, I'm hungry as hell. You? Katsuki asked you back. I wanted coffee, I had a long day. You said your reasoning. Where's Kirishima? He asked. He's in his office working right now. You told him. Alright. God, these extras are so weak. I can't believe they're the next generation of knights. I worry about the future of the kingdom. They're so pathetic. Bakugo berated them. Really? They're never like that with me. I think they're just scared of you, Bakugo. You joked with him. No, they aren't. They're just pathetic. He said. Just then, Ivy came into the room. Hey, Angel, I need to ask you something, Ivy said, running in the room. Bakugo's heart jumped, and he stopped in his tracks when he saw Ivy. What is it, Ivy? Can you put in an order for more med supplies? We're out of bandages and anesthesia, she said. Sure, I'll add it to the rest of the request. You agreed? Who are you? Bakugo asked her. Oh, I'm Ivy. I work here as a medic. What about you? You must be new. I've never seen you here before. She asked Bakugo. That spiky-haired bastard never mentioned me to anyone else. Fine. I'm Lieutenant Commander Katsuki Bakugo of the Royal Guard. He formally introduced himself. Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. She said, bowing. Wow, she's kind of fucking pretty. Bakugo thought in his mind. You okay, Lieutenant? Ivy asked him. Yeah, I'm fine. Bakugo said, snapping out of it. Do you have a fever or something? You're really red. Ivy said, putting her hand on his forehead. I'm fine. I'm not red. You're red. I'm going back to teaching. Bakugo left the room. You and Ivy giggled at the same time. Looks like someone's very fond of you, Ivy. You teased her. You think so? She said, blushing. Yeah, I saw the way he was looking at you, Ivy. I think he likes you. You said, nudging her shoulder. I mean, he was kind of cute. Ivy blushed. Ooh, do you like him back? You kept teasing her. Ivy was getting increasingly more red. Please just put in my order for more medical supplies, Angel. Ivy said, changing the subject. Okay, I'll put in the order, but I know you like him. You kept teasing. Just put in the order! Ivy said, storming off. Okay, I will. You laughed. After work, you and Eijirou were in a carriage, on your way to Kirishima's lake house near the beach. Thank you for letting me stay here. You really did splurge on land. You brought another property? You asked him. Actually, the king gave this to me as a present for becoming commander. Kiri said. Wow, you really developed a close relationship with the king over time, huh? You said. Yeah, I know him so well we're on a first-name basis. Kiri boasted. Wow, my husband is so popular. You said, kissing his cheek. You can get all settled in and we can relax together, okay? Kiri said, rubbing your cheek. Okay, where's the bedroom? You asked him. Kiri showed you the bedroom and the rest of the house so you could get familiar with it. Thanks for the tour, honey. You said. You're welcome. Kiri said, hugging you. Well, I'm gonna go bathe and get comfy. You said, going to the bath. Hopefully, by staying here tonight, you and your husband will be safe from that mysterious stalker. I hope you all enjoyed this short episode 17 of the Night series. And I also wanted to say thank you for everybody who has been watching my Dolly shorts, and thank you to the 35 people who voted. I'm actually really happy I got to share my other hobby with you. I don't really keep this hobby a secret. I kind of tell people I meet for the first time that I'm a doll collector. And I'm not really a person where I feel ashamed to because I'm older and I collect dolls. I feel like you like what you like, honestly. And thank you for letting me share what I like with you guys. And thank you for all the views you give me on my shorts. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, guys. Now, without further ado, this is Nei-chan-san signing off. Bye-bye.